You know, and no, I'm not talking vodka that might also be rocket fuel. That might count. There's stuff controlled like concrete piping that might be used in a chemical treatment plant that can also be used to carry heavy water in a nuclear reactor. The same kinds of materials that can be used to make carbon fiber golf clubs can be used to make nuclear warheads. The same stuff that you might use in a beer brewing company can also be used to make biological weapons. There are several treaties, UN and NATO, that control when and where this stuff goes. And all these countries had to oblige by those treaties. And they really didn't have the infrastructure on how to do that. Enter a small department within the US Department of State called the Non-Proliferation and Disarmament Fund. They are chartered and they have a budget to help control the proliferation of stuff across global boundaries. You see them in the news all the time. I have a couple stories here. So this is a little rating from this thing, expectmore.gov. They have an effective rating. It's a really fascinating little organization in that they have a small budget for doing this kind of stuff, not a lot of approval, but a lot of auditing on top of that. So they are streamlined to be able to make something happen. There's no time for 10 months of contract negotiation to find the lowest bidder when you need to get nuclear material out of Croatia. So here's spent nuclear fuel coming out of Serbia, hunting loose nukes in Eastern Europe. All this stuff is stuff that they're doing, sometimes front pages, sometimes behind the scenes. We had worked for them doing a landmine removal project, which was also a really cool project that I had the privilege of working on. Well, in 1996, he held a conference in Oxford, England. He got together a bunch of the people doing export controls in these countries and said, well, we have a border control problem. Let's talk about this. What are we going to do?